to the Iron Breed podcast. My name is Austin, and here again with me today is Gerard.
What's going on, everyone? We're hitting you today with some gym etiquette. That's right. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
because
dun,
most of y'all
dun.
got badass gym manners, and not badass in a good way.
Like, we're talking you act poorly to your fellow weight room friends. And so what we can all do is we got to share the space. It's rocky times right now. Gym's just open. Some of you are wearing masks, some of you aren't. We got social distancing. It's an interesting time, but there are, when me and Austin have talked about this, some just go-to guidelines that aren't really written, they're not really talked about, but if you lift weights long enough, you just know. And so maybe you don't know. So this is what this is for.
Yeah, yeah. These are kind of like important things that just make everybody's experience better in the gym, because it's not just your gym. If you have a home gym, let me preface this: if you have a home gym, you can do whatever the hell you want. That's
Yeah,
your gym. Do
go
whatever the hell you
bananas.
want. Do your thing. That's all you. But if you're sharing that space with everybody else, like myself, like Gerard, like all the other people that go to your gym, you need to be respectful. So that's the least that we can all do. So we're going to talk about some of the things that we dislike. Some of the, and I mean, it's not even so much that we dislike it as it is we just kind of find it to be like slightly disrespectful. Um,
Yeah.
so like I'll spearhead it with the first one. Mine is disrespecting gym equipment.
Cool. It's a no. You
So,
don't pay for that. What are you doing dropping it?
oh yeah. So I mean, once upon a time I was in Bloomsburg, we only had dumbbells that go up to 120, right? Those are expensive. Schools have budgets, believe it or not. Crazy. I know it's a hard concept to think of, but schools have budgets and they can't just buy whatever you want for the campus rec weight room. And somebody told me, they broke one of the 120s, and apparently it broke midair. Real crazy how it broke midair, and they didn't get injured. Apparently the outside head of the 120 dumbbell fell off, and they didn't crush their chest with the weight falling inward on them or anything mid rep. No big deal. Crazy. Wow. No shit. They dropped it. And when you throw around these weights, if you throw around the ones that like aren't the metal like screw in plates, like the real old school like Gold's Gym Venice type dumbbells. If you're like dropping like the nicer like iron and like rubber coated ones that have like logos on the outside, do you know how much that shit costs to fix? And if you're like at a gym, unfortunately, where like you maybe only have 100 to 120-pound dumbbells, and you break one of those bad boys, they might not be able to fix that. And somebody that actually can lift it, you know, can actually use it. So, if you're strong enough to pick it up, you're strong enough to put it down nicely. You don't need to throw your shit. You don't need to drop it. Um, you know,
Especially too, because most of y'all did not go to true failure with that weight. You had a rep or two in the tank, but you put it down because you felt big, because you just put up them 120s. You want to make a little noise when them weights hit the ground. Guess what? Get them on your lap, hobble over to the rack, put them down, look at yourself in the mirror, and know you did that. That's all the recognition
yeah,
you
I mean,
need.
and like, look, like I get it. Like sometimes shit happens. Sometimes you
Yep.
fail reps and you got to bail. Okay. That happens. I bent a barbell at Bloomsburg once because I thought I was
Austin,
gonna.
no.
I thought I was gonna get 3 reps with 585 on a squat, and let me tell you, I learned real quick on that third rep that it was just not happening. I was a little overconfident. It happens, and like I apologize, Jen. I'm sorry. Uh, I think Devin ended up getting that bar anyway. So, but
Oh,
I know, right? Go Devin. But no, like, sometimes shit happens. Like sometimes stuff happens that, hey, you fail rep or something's happening and you can't control that. So no, I get that. I get that. It's just like when you're just throwing it for the sake of whatever, you're using a machine and you're just like letting it slam. Like, come on now. Be respectful of your equipment. Like if I
yeah,
came in your
exactly.
house and like started slamming your dishwasher like that, or your like microwave door, your fridge door. If I slammed your car door like that, you'd probably lose your mind. So just be considerate.
It's a good habit to be. One, you talk about just being mindful of the equipment they use. That it is very expensive, and gyms aren't just made out of gold bars. That they
As we're
actually
seeing
have
with
to
this whole lockdown.
finance. Yeah, exactly. So, they're already taking a hit. Please don't, destroy their equipment even more. But two is just a courteous thing. One of my big ones is wipe your shit down. It's not that hard. Wipe it down. Especially right now where it's actually crazy that it's actually taking something like this to enforce policies where you actually wipe the equipment before you use it, and then wipe it off. Like, one, that's courteous to yourself, not getting anybody's gunk before you use the equipment, but also then when you leave, I don't care if you're sweaty or you're tired or you had an awesome set and you feel like you don't need to. Your goop, your sweat, your everything is all over that bench, that right? Like just wipe it down. Wipe it down. It takes 20 seconds. And truthfully, I've noticed the more frequent you do it, it's just a habit. It's just a routine. And if someone is like approaching that bench and you should say, hey, real quick, I'll wipe it down for you. I've not had one person say no. I've actually had every single person say, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So wipe it down. It helps out everyone, especially doing all this stuff. Is another one of mine. Don't stand so close to the dumbbell rack.
Don't
There's
stand,
all this
don't
gym
stand
space.
so, don't stand so close to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit.
So you grab a pair of dumbbells and you're going to do some dumbbell curls. Why are you 4 inches away from the rack, hogging up all sides, swinging those things
Well, it's
around?
because they're
Like,
heavier than they can control, so they need an easy dismount into the dumbbell
into
rack.
the I guess that must be what it is. But that is one way. I mean, especially with social distancing and everything going on, and just overall, if someone's trying to get a set of dumbbells that's either directly below or to your left or right, it makes it pretty challenging when you're right up in there. So take a step back, move those dumbbells. It's not going to kill you. Um, this one I think we can all just agree with. If you're curling in the squat rack, no, just
We don't
no.
even need to talk about that one. So
Don't do it.
so don't do that. Okay. Moving on to the next one.
On
Put
to
your
the
weights
next
back.
one. Ah,
If
thank
you're
you.
strong enough, if you're strong enough to lift it, you're strong enough to put the weight back. I don't know why it's so hard to put. This is like the worst. Dumbbells, dumbbells back where they belong on the rack. It's like, yeah, look, I'm not a math major either, and most people aren't, but I know how to like put numbers in order from
Yeah.
ascending
Mm,
to descending. So there's really no excuse to not put them back where they are.
Like
My
they
work
have
with
a
Steven said
number.
this was a huge problem.
Yeah, they have a number on them. Generally, most everywhere, there's a number on the rack. I don't know about you, but 70 usually goes with 70.
I don't know. It might go
I
in the 35 spot, honestly.
Oh, does it? Ah, that's where it
Yeah,
goes.
because
Ah,
35 is half
man.
of 70. So if you put 170 where both the 35s
Give my
go, I think
time.
that would
Dang.
equal I think that would equal that. And then you just leave like the other 70 underneath it or something like that.
I don't know. Man. People,
Science.
it's the same thing. Like, we get it. You're working out. You're tired. Maybe it's a added 15-second inconvenience for you to put them in the correct spot. But guess what? It helps overall. And it's just, again, build a habit, build a routine. I would say also too with putting your weight back, especially with plates. Same thing. It ascends. You have your 45s at the lowest because they are the heaviest. Thus, you want them to be at probably the most convenient location to put them on and off. Then you got maybe your 35s and your 25s, your 10s, 5s, and 2.5s at the top because nobody wants a 45 6 feet above them trying to pull it off of
That'd
a
be a hell of a
squat
shoulder
rack.
workout.
That would be. So maybe this is what people are trying to do, but not seriously.
Ah,
Especially when we get like, if you've ever worked at a fitness facility, you truly appreciate this because at the end of the night, someone has to go ahead and take that 10 25, 5, 5, 10, and another 25, and rearrange them so that they nicely set up as all the 25s in one spot, all the 10s in one spot, all the 5s in one spot. And that is, Austin, and when we were at Buffalo, we didn't go home until that
Oh,
weight room looked like how it did when we started.
oh, it was even like when I was at Penn State.
Horns up, horns up. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, Penn State, that was nightmarish. All the Penn State, we are Penn State.
God,
It had to line up. That does not escape my nightmares. No, I'm just kidding. But no, horns up. No, same deal though. That was I at least yeah. Yeah, no, that was yeah, no, that shit got to be perfect. So just be nice and just put your weights back, please.
definitely. This one is a pretty important one too, and it can get kind of this one's a little more touchy. Is watch who you're staring at. This one, I think we're all guilty of people watching at some point in time, whether it's a really attractive woman or some guy who's throwing up some crazy weight. But just be mindful that there are a lot of people who are first timers or maybe going through something, and you staring at them their whole workout is going to create an uncomfortable zone. Let's be honest, even though I'm sure a lot of people have ulterior motives for going to the gym, we're going there to work out. We're going there to work on our physical development. We're not going there to, check people out. And some of you might be, but I don't know what kind of workouts you're doing. They're probably not that great.
Oh, the same
But
ones where they're sitting on their machines
oh,
with their
the thumb
thumbs,
workouts,
the thumb
those are really
workouts.
cool. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, I
babe,
see those.
what are you doing? I'm at the
Yeah.
gym, just getting swole.
Got a six pack on each of my thumbs.
Oh, oh, I thought you meant in each hand, but whatever. No, seriously though,
Yeah, work
for
too. That's
real,
what he's getting after he leaves the
don't
gym.
be
Those
creepy
types of
and
guys.
like stare down girls because it creates an environment, and this is the part that's actually like really upsetting. It creates an environment where it becomes then intimidating for females to use gyms. I mean, I've literally heard this in both of the colleges that I've worked at. Well, I mean, when I was in grad school at Bloom, you know, girls wouldn't want to use the bigger weight room because they're like, oh no, that's a guy's weight room. It's like scary, intimidating in there. Okay. So Stevenson, same deal. We had 3 different weight rooms or fitness facilities, if you will, on that campus. Once again, the one at the bottom of the hill where the majority of the free weights are, no girls would go there because they're like, oh, that's the guys' weight room. The girls' gym is up in Garrison Hall because that's where all the cardio machines are, like the lighter weights. It's not as intimidating. It's not as intimidating. Why is it intimidating? Because dudes keep making these girls feel uncomfortable because they're just staring them down all the time, which is not necessary. And just, I don't know, everybody's got some sort of like elitist mindset that makes it uncomfortable for new people to get in there because that defeats the point of the gym. Once upon a time, you were a newbie. Shit. I was a senior in high school and I couldn't even bench my own body weight. My max bench was 185. Come at me.
I was barely putting up 135 back then. Those were some skinny days, and that's true. Because that even goes into it too. If you are feeling yourself at the gym, you become the big guy. There's always that one dude who's the big guy at the gym, and or there's several sometimes, and you don't own it. You don't have any more claim to any piece of equipment or anything in that gym than as the person who just signed up that day and it's their first day. They're wearing a long sleeve t-shirt and they're terrified because they have absolutely no clue what they're doing, but they know they're not happy with how they're currently living their life, so they're making a change. So that's why
And
that's
that's how
what
people end up at Planet Fitness.
exactly. And Planet Fitness is fine and all, has its model and stuff, but it's upsetting that an entire franchise has been built off the fact that we have gym intimidation and that we haven't been able to actually address it in local weight rooms and school weight rooms and just weight rooms all around. Instead, a completely separate weight room has been built rather than integration. And because that's that, truthfully, like, Austin, would you have ever learned what you know now if we hadn't gotten over that? Because I don't know about you, I was wearing long sleeves to the gym. I was terrified. I even remember when I first met Austin, I was like, "Oh, this guy's big." But
Oh
you
wow, I
know
was
what?
so small and
Looks
like fat then. That's
like he
crazy.
knows some stuff, dude. Not to me, man. Not to me.
It's no, but no, like seriously, I mean, when I started lifting, I mean, I was embarrassed because I was embarrassed of my body. So, all it would have really took is somebody to make probably like an ill-timed comment that my 18-year-old self would not have been able to handle. That could have completely derailed that, and I would have never got into fitness. Who knows?
Yeah, that's the truth. I frankly, there's as sad as it is, I know friends who that happened to, or that's why they haven't stuck with it, or they seek out you know, ice late at night when no one is there. And it's like, that's all on us. That's all on us to the weight room, a more communal place, to make it a place where everyone can feel welcome. Because none of us have a select right. We get it. Some of you still want to put your headphones on and rage and smash your weight. No, you can do it with respect to others and also kill your workout.
For sure. Or just go to like a more specialty gym if you can, where,
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
if you're
But
gonna
I
try and
understand sometimes you got to go to commercial gyms, and it is what it is. So
it is what it is. So we understand, but here's hopefully some basic gym etiquette that if you didn't already know, please go out and practice. Stay safe with everything that is going on, and if you gotta wear a mask or you gotta spray down your stuff, you should already be spraying down your stuff. But just have respect to others through these times, and just be thankful. Be thankful that gyms are opening back up and
oh
we have a
yeah,
place that we
I'm
can
so
do
sick
this.
of band workouts, dude. Band
Well,
workouts and 15-pound dumbbells. I can't do it anymore.
Arizona is back on the hot radar, so I am back to home workouts. And you know what? I wasn't happy about it, but we adapt and overcome, as my good friend says. And that's just what we gotta push ups for days for me.
I took an Uber to the gym because I didn't have a vehicle at the time. And I was like, it kills me. I can't do a home workout knowing that a gym is open 4 miles away from me. And I'm like here trying to do this home workout. I was like, yeah, this is just not happening. I don't care. Uber it up, baby. So
Uh,
uh yeah, love
yeah,
that. That was the most
I drive
expensive
by.
day pass I ever had at the gym.
That was great. I drive by the gym and I see it's just empty, doors closed, parking lot empty. I'm like, huh, I'll see you soon, Jim. I'll see you soon.
Maybe one of these days.
One of these days we'll get back to some level of normalcy. But in the meantime, do what you can. If you could please, if you enjoyed this podcast or any of the ones you have listened to, please go ahead on Apple. Give us an honest review and rating. We would love if you could drop us a 5-star with an actual comment. You know what? If you've got something to say it. We're fine with any type
Let's
of
let's
feedback.
take a
But
look at the comments that we do have now
oh,
because
yeah, that's actually true. Let's give these people some shout outs because we appreciate it. What if you aren't aware, but to gain more traction on Apple Podcasts, you actually need subscribers as well as likes and comments, especially those likes and comments, or excuse me, the stars. They really help get your podcast out to a broader audience.
wow,
So
would you believe we have 9 ratings? That's
we
crazy.
got 9 ratings. You people are
Yeah, that's
awesome.
crazy.
What? Go ahead, Austin. Give them some love.
So we only have three comments right now, but these guys are awesome, not just fitness related, but also general good life practices as well. They have a great dynamic between one another and look forward to more. Well, thank you. Thank you, J Boy 36. You're a bro. I appreciate that. So, no, seriously, everybody, thank
All
you
right.
for
Thank
the
you.
wow, yeah. 9 5-star ratings. I'll take that. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, if you could go give us give us a rating, help us get some exposure here, trying to reach more people. Also check out our YouTube. I'm not sure if you were aware of this, but literally every podcast that we record is also filmed. So that goes up on YouTube. What other type of content we're going to put up on our YouTube? We're not sure yet. We've been debating that. But if you got any ideas of stuff that you want to see, like, I don't know, do you guys like vlogs? Like, do people still do that? Um, I guess they do. I don't know, but like, let us know like what you want to see up on the YouTube, and of course, subscribe on there. Like our stuff and share it out. That's the best thing you could do. Spotify, follow us, share ever, or even just tell somebody that like, hey, this is a podcast I listen to, and I think you should listen to it too. I do that a lot too. There's like 4 or 5 different podcasts that I rotate. Gerard, how many times am I sending you a different podcast to listen to?
Literally, all me and Austin send each other are different podcasts, pages out of books that have meaning and value to us. And hey, are you ready to record? So,
Not now, bro. I'm buying discount beef at Target.
right?
Oh man, good stuff. So, all right, thank you again, everybody. Thanks for the reviews. Can't wait to see y'all next week. Thanks for listening to the R&B Podcast.